All right, so we're diving into the world of becoming a chocolatier.
Yeah.
And
Right.
we've got your research pile right here.
Okay.
And this whole deep dive is about prepping you to absolutely crush that interview.
Right.
We're going to dissect some real questions they might throw at you, along with potential follow-ups.
Yeah.
And we're using this fantastic RoleCatcher Career Guide as our roadmap.
Okay.
And of course, we'll sprinkle in how RoleCatcher's AI can give you a serious edge in the process.
I think that's really important.
Yeah, absolutely.
That AI stuff can be really useful.
Totally. So becoming a chocolatier,
Yeah.
it's kind of like becoming a sculptor of flavor, right?
Yeah, you could say that.
It's combining that artistic talent with the precision of a chemist.
Definitely.
Okay, so let's unpack this a little bit.
Okay.
It's not just about whipping up a batch of brownies.
Right.
Okay?
No, it's much more than that.
So first question,
Oh, okay.
what does a chocolatier actually do?
Right.
They want to know that you understand this isn't just a hobby. It's a
Absolutely.
craft. It's a real profession.
It's a serious skill.
You've got to know what you're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when you're examining, feeling, and tasting that ground chocolate paste, it's about so much more than just saying yum.
Right.
It's about ensuring quality,
Definitely.
color,
Yes.
texture,
Mm-hmm.
and above all that unforgettable taste. You're essentially a scientist,
Yeah.
but your lab is filled with chocolate.
That's the best part.
That's a great point. It's like science meeting artistry.
I like that.
Now, the career guide mentions that the work environment
Right.
can be pretty intense. So,
It's not all fun and games.
can you talk a little bit about that? Oh, you're right. It's a real kitchen.
Yeah.
It's not Willy Wonka's chocolate river.
Right.
It can be physically demanding,
Okay.
hot and humid.
Oh, wow.
Long hours are typical, too,
Yeah.
especially around the holidays.
Makes sense.
When the chocolate cravings are at their peak,
Yeah, bet.
everyone wants their chocolate fix.
For sure.
Yeah.
So be prepared to talk about how you handle pressure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Speaking of pressure, let's jump into some real interview questions.
Okay, let's do it.
The first one they might hit you with
All right.
is, what inspired you to become a chocolatier?
That's a classic.
Now, this is your chance to shine and stand out from every other candidate
Right.
who just says, I love chocolate.
Yeah, everybody says that.
Right, so tell a story.
Yeah, exactly.
Was there a specific moment, a taste,
Yes.
or an experience
Yes.
that really sparked your passion?
I think that's really important to be able to tell that story.
Yeah, so for example,
Yeah.
if my grandmother's amazing hot chocolate sparked my love of chocolate,
Oh, that's a good one.
that's a good story to tell.
Yeah, absolutely. It shows passion, personal connection, and it really tells them why you're not just here for a job.
Right.
You're here for a chocolate-filled life.
Okay, now what about those tricky follow-up questions?
Oh, yeah, there's always follow-ups.
Like, what are some of the challenges you anticipate in this role?
Oh, that's a tough one.
It feels like they're trying to trick you
Yeah, they want to see if you've really thought about it.
into being negative.
Right.
Right.
Because there are challenges.
Yeah, so how do you approach that?
Well, you want to be realistic.
Okay.
You can mention the demanding environment,
Yeah.
the long hours,
Mm-hmm.
but frame it positively.
Right.
For example, you could say,
Okay.
I'm ready for the challenge. I see it as a testament to the dedication needed to create something truly special.
That's a great way to spin it.
You're not afraid of hard work.
Yeah, you show that you're dedicated.
Exactly.
Okay, next up.
Right.
What is your favorite type of chocolate to work with? And WHY.
Oh, that's a fun one.
This feels like they're trying to test my chocolate knowledge here.
They absolutely are.
They want to know that I know my stuff.
Yeah, they want to see if you're a true chocolate enthusiast.
Right.
So don't just say dark chocolate. Okay. Get specific.
Okay.
Do you love the fruity notes of a single origin Peruvian bean?
Oh, yeah?
Or maybe the complexity of a high percentage cacao?
That's a good one.
This is where you can really impress them
Okay.
with your depth of knowledge.
So, for instance,
Yeah.
if I love dark chocolate,
Uh-huh.
I should talk about WHY.
Mm-hmm.
I love the intensity
Week.
and how the bitterness highlights certain flavors.
Yeah, paint a picture with your words.
Okay.
And be ready for them to follow up with something like, how would you describe the difference between this chocolate and, say, a milk chocolate to a customer?
Oh, wow.
They want to see if you can explain complex ideas in a
Oh.
way that anyone can understand.
In a way that's approachable to, like,
Yeah, like you're talking to somebody
the average person.
who maybe doesn't know as much about chocolate as you do.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
You don't want to be too technical.
I never thought about it that way.
Yeah, you got to make it relatable.
That's really helpful. Now, what about those questions?
Oh, there's so many.
They really make you sweat.
Yeah, the tough ones.
Like, walk me through your chocolate making process from start to finish.
That's a big one.
Feels like a pop quiz.
It kind of is.
Right.
But think of it as teaching a master class.
Okay.
Be detailed and organized.
Okay.
Do you start by sourcing beans?
Yeah.
Or maybe you prefer working with couverture.
Oh, what is that?
Couverture is a high-quality chocolate with extra cocoa butter,
Okay.
making it ideal for molding and dipping.
Oh, that sounds fancy.
It is. It's the good stuff.
Gotcha.
And talk about tempering, molding, cooling,
Right.
and any special techniques that you use.
So it's like I'm giving them a glimpse into my chocolate making world.
Exactly.
Like they're right there with me in the kitchen.
Yeah, you want to make them feel like they can almost taste the chocolate.
Okay, cool.
And don't forget about quality control, too.
Oh, right.
How do you ensure consistency in flavor,
Okay.
texture, and appearance?
Yeah, that's important.
This shows them you're detail-oriented.
Right.
And be ready for a curveball. Like, what's the biggest mistake you've made in the process, and what did you learn?
Ooh, that is tricky.
Yeah, they're really trying to see how you think on your feet.
How you handle those mistakes.
Exactly. Everyone makes mistakes. It's about how you learn and grow from them.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, what about RoleCatcher?
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that.
Where does AI fit into all of this?
Well, imagine having 120,000 practice interview questions at your fingertips.
Whoa.
That's what RoleCatcher offers.
Wow, that's a lot of questions.
It is. But the real magic is its AI feedback.
Okay, tell me more about that.
It analyzes job descriptions to pinpoint the skills that specific employer is looking for.
So it helps me tailor my answers to be a perfect match for that particular job.
Exactly.
That sounds incredibly helpful.
It is. It's like having a personal coach.
Wow.
Helping you highlight the skills
That matter most.
for each opportunity.
All right, that makes a lot of sense.
Good. I'm glad.
Let's get back to those questions.
Okay, more questions.
The career guide also mentioned different career stages.
Right.
From apprentice to senior chocolatier.
Yeah, there's a whole career path there.
Would they ask about that in an interview?
They might.
Really?
They could ask something like,
Like what?
where do you see yourself fitting into our team, given the different levels of experience?
Okay.
The career guide can help you understand what each role entails
Okay.
and what skills are needed at each level.
So this is where I get to showcase my ambition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you're aiming for that senior chocolatier role someday, you should talk about the skills you're developing now
Could get there.
to show them where I'm headed.
Yeah, it shows you're thinking long term and that you're serious about a career, not just a job.
That's really helpful. I feel like I'm already getting a better grasp of what they're looking for.
That's great to hear. That's what we're here for.
I feel much more prepared.
I'm excited to tackle the rest of these questions.
Yeah, let's keep going.
And really dive into how RoleCatcher can help me ace this thing.
All right, let's do it. Let's keep this chocolate train rolling.
Okay.
We're uncovering more of those interview questions that can make or break your chances.
Right.
And remember, it's not always about a right answer.
Okay.
It's about showing how you think.
I'm starting to realize that there's a lot more to this than just knowing how to temper chocolate.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. What about those questions that throw you a curveball?
Yeah.
Like, how would you handle a customer who's unhappy with a chocolate product?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
They're testing your customer service skills
Okay.
and your problem-solving abilities.
Right.
It's about going beyond just fixing the issue. It's about preserving that customer relationship.
So it's more than just offering a refund.
Yeah, much more.
Okay.
First, listen attentively and empathize.
Gotcha.
What specifically disappointed them?
Well,
Was it the flavor, right?
What texture?
Uh-huh.
Put yourself in their shoes.
Okay, then a sincere apology is important, right?
Absolutely.
Even if I think the product was fine.
Yeah, it's about making them feel heard and valued.
Right.
Then offer a solution.
Okay.
Maybe a replacement, a discount, or even a personalized suggestion for something they might enjoy more.
This is where knowing those flavor profiles we talked about earlier really comes in handy.
Exactly. You can use that knowledge to guide them towards something they'll love.
And don't forget, every complaint is a learning opportunity.
That's a great point.
Is there a pattern to the feedback?
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to tweak that recipe or process.
Exactly. Turn that negative into a positive.
Okay, let's shift gears a little bit.
Okay.
What about a question like,
Yeah.
tell me about a time you had to work under pressure to meet a deadline?
Oh, that's a classic.
I feel like that's a classic for any job.
It is, but in a fast-paced kitchen, it takes on a whole new meaning.
Right, because you're working with, like,
Cook.
melted chocolate. Exactly. It's time sensitive.
And things can go wrong quickly.
They want to see how you handle the heat, literally and figuratively.
So if I talk about that time, I had to make 500 chocolate truffles for a last-minute order
Okay.
and managed to pull it off.
Yeah, that's a good example.
Describe the situation, the challenges, my actions, and the outcome.
Exactly.
Highlighting my organization prioritization
Uh-huh.
and ability to maintain quality even when the clock is ticking.
It's all about staying cool under pressure, even when surrounded by melting chocolate.
What about leadership skills? Would they ask about managing others?
If you're aiming for a senior role, they absolutely will.
Okay, like what kind of question?
Something like, how would you motivate and develop a team of junior chocolatiers?
Okay.
Think about how you would guide someone from apprentice to master, using those career stages from the RoleCatcher guide.
That's helpful, so I could talk about providing hands-on training for apprentices,
Yeah.
maybe more independent projects for junior chocolatiers, and mentorship as they progress.
Exactly. And don't forget about creating a positive environment.
Okay.
Celebrate successes, encourage collaboration, and foster continuous learning.
Those are good points.
Hmm.
Would you recommend workshops or competitions to help them grow?
Oh, yeah. Those are great ideas.
Okay, so it sounds like they want someone who not only knows their chocolate,
Right.
but can also inspire others to learn and grow.
Definitely.
Speaking of learning, what about staying up to date on the industry?
Yeah, that's important.
Would they ask about that?
For sure.
Like how?
They might ask something like, how do you stay informed about changes in food safety regulations and ensure your team is following them?
Oh, wow. Food safety is crucial, especially with chocolate.
Absolutely.
So subscribing to industry newsletters, attending workshops,
Yeah.
and having clear documented procedures are good things to mention.
Those are all great examples. They want to see that you take food safety seriously
Right.
and have systems in place to ensure everyone is up to date and following the rules.
It sounds like preparation is key here.
It is.
Knowing the latest regulations could really make a difference.
It definitely shows you are proactive and committed to maintaining the highest standards.
Now, on a slightly different note,
Okay.
how do you tackle those questions about weaknesses?
Oh, the weakness question.
You know, the ones that make you squirm a little?
Yeah, everyone hates that one.
Like, what is your biggest weakness as a chocolatier?
Ooh, that's a tough one. The key is to be honest and self-aware,
Okay.
but frame it positively.
All right.
Choose a weakness that you're actively improving.
Okay, so if I tend to get lost in the details
Uh-huh.
and sometimes miss deadlines,
Okay.
I should talk about how I'm working on time management.
Exactly. It shows you're self-aware and striving to grow.
Okay.
Or choose a weakness that can be a strength. Like,
Right.
I'm so passionate, I sometimes overwork.
Right.
It shows dedication, but you're learning to balance it.
Clever. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah, it's all about perspective.
Turning a negative into a positive. What about questions regarding technology?
Oh yeah, technology is playing a larger role in chocolate making these days.
Right, like 3D printing or those tempering machines.
Exactly. Be prepared for questions like, what role do you think technology plays in the future of chocolate making?
Should I talk about how those can increase efficiency and precision?
Absolutely. They want to see you embrace innovation
Okay.
and understand how technology can enhance creativity and possibly even sustainability.
So I should do some research on the latest advancements and think about how they could be incorporated into a chocolatier's work.
Exactly. It shows you're forward thinking and interested in pushing the boundaries of chocolate making.
Okay, all of this is great,
Good.
but there's one question I'm still dreading.
Oh, yeah. Which one?
The salary question.
Ah, yes, the dreaded salary question.
How do I answer that without selling myself short or scaring them away?
It's a tough one, but with some research, you can handle it confidently.
Okay.
Use sites like Glassdoor to gauge the average range for chocolatiers with your experience level.
So I should have a range in mind based on my skills and what similar roles are paying.
Exactly. Instead of a specific number, give a range that allows for negotiation.
Okay.
For example, based on my experience and this role's responsibilities, I'm seeking a salary between X and Y.
That makes sense. I feel much better prepared now.
Good. That's what we want to hear.
What about when they ask if I have any questions for them?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question.
What are some good ones to ask?
That's actually a perfect segue into the final part of our deep dive.
Oh, really?
We'll be back after a quick break.
Okay.
to discuss the importance of asking insightful questions and how RoleCatcher can help you refine your approach for ultimate success.
Don't go anywhere, chocolate lovers.
We'll be right back.
We're about to unlock the final secrets to acing that Chocolatier interview. Okay, so we're back.
We are.
And ready to finish strong.
Let's do it.
We've covered a ton of ground.
Yeah, a lot of questions.
But there's one crucial piece left.
Okay.
What to do when they flip the script.
Oh,
And ask, do you have any questions for your Esne?
that's a good one.
So it's your turn.
This is my chance to shine.
Exactly.
Not just as a chocolate expert, but
So-
as someone who's engaged
Yeah.
and insightful.
You want to show them you're interested?
Look, what kind of questions should I ask?
Yeah.
It's easy to freeze up in that moment.
It is.
Yeah.
Think about what genuinely interests you
Okay.
about this specific company or role.
Yeah.
For example, you could ask, what is the company's approach to sustainable cocoa sourcing?
Okay.
That shows you care about ethical practices.
Yeah. And it aligns with the growing consumer interest in where their food comes from.
Exactly.
What about asking about their commitment to innovation?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Something like,
Kobe.
what are some exciting new flavors or techniques the team is exploring?
That shows you're eager to learn
Right.
and push boundaries.
And what about asking about career growth?
Yeah, definitely. Maybe something like, what professional development opportunities are available for chocolatiers?
Perfect.
Okay.
It demonstrates you're looking for long-term growth, not just a job.
Right. I'm here to stay.
Exactly.
This is all making me feel so much more confident.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Before we wrap up,
Yeah.
can we touch on RoleCatcher one last time?
Oh, yeah, sure.
You mentioned it helps with refining my answers.
It does.
So how does that work?
Well, one of the coolest features is the video recording option.
Okay.
It's like a mock interview.
Right.
But with AI analysis,
Okay.
you record your answers,
Mhm.
and RoleCatcher will provide feedback on your delivery,
Okay.
your body language,
Right.
and even your tone of voice.
Whoa. So I can see exactly how I come across
Yeah,
and make adjustments before the real deal.
exactly. It helps you identify any areas to improve
Mhm.
and build confidence.
Okay. And RoleCatcher isn't just for interview prep, is it?
No, it's not.
It can help with every stage of my job search.
That's right.
So from like resume building to networking to salary negotiation.
Exactly. It's a really powerful tool.
Okay, as we come to the end of our deep dive,
All right.
what's the most important takeaway for inspiring chocolatiers?
Remember this, becoming a chocolatier isn't just a job. It's a calling.
Right.
It's about artistry,
Mhm.
passion, dedication,
Okay.
and a constant desire to learn and evolve.
It's about transforming something ordinary into something extraordinary,
Yes.
creating those moments of pure chocolate bliss.
That's a good way to put it.
So as you prepare for that interview,
Yeah.
let your passion shine through,
Mm-hmm.
showcase your knowledge, your skills,
Absolutely.
and your unwavering love for chocolate.
That's the most important thing.
And who knows, maybe someday soon,
Yeah,
you'll be the one inspiring others to chase their own chocolate dreams.
I hope so.
That's a wrap on our deep dive into the world of Chocolatier interviews.
We did it.
We hope this has equipped you with the knowledge and confidence to go out there and impress.
Good luck, everyone.
Until next time,
Yeah.
may your future be filled with delicious possibilities.
And lots of chocolate.